There's one kind of compliment that reprograms her. It flips a switch deep inside her brain and makes even the nicest good girl crave your approval like an addictive drug that she cannot quit. This right here breaks her feminist brain. And by the end of this video, in just a couple of minutes, you'll know how to turn a basic compliment into pure psychological foreplay, where every word you say hits her brain like a damn lightning bolt and pulls her in even closer to you. You see, you're gonna learn how to drop one line that makes even the most beautiful young woman spiral into chase mode, where she won't just want your attention, she's going to compete for it. Hey guys, I'm Jesse Keaton, and I've been coaching men's dating for over 20 years now. And my mission is helping older guys like yourself get that beautiful, younger girlfriend you really want without all the begging, without the chasing, and without playing these silly, stupid games. And this new compliment format I'm about to show you, it almost feels wrong the first time you say it. Almost like you're breaking some unspoken rule between men and women. But once you see how she reacts, you're gonna understand why it's so damn powerful. And you'll realize why 99% of men never figure it out and keep getting it all wrong. And it's very easy to pull this off too. I mean, any guy can do it. Even if you're way older than her, even if you've got that average dad bod. Here's exactly how to turn your boring generic compliments into exactly what she wants to hear. Now listen, this is very important. You have been sold a lie. You have been sold a big, fat, damn lie that showering women with these fire emojis and these heart eyes and these "you're gorgeous" compliments is gonna move the needle at all. But it will not, okay? That's the same outdated script you picked up from your parents, from the movies, from school, and you trusted it. You followed it. You thought that being the nice guy would make you stand out somehow. But all it did was made you invisible to women. You know, that might have worked 30 years ago, back when people were still using dial-up internet. But today, most men are still running their love lives on Windows 95, an obsolete operating system. And it is absolutely wrecking you. You see, right now, women carry an endless validation machine right in their pockets. And that's called her phone. Okay, pretty girls get showered with attention all day long on their phones in their pockets. So while you're trying to stand there thinking of the perfect compliment to send her, 10 other guys have already dropped the same compliment right into her DMs. So you gotta understand this, gentlemen. You are not competing with one guy down the block anymore. You are now competing with a digital army of simps handing her free attention 24/7 all day long. And every time you act like these simps, you just disappear right into the background. And here's the truth most guys will never get. If you're not an attractive woman, you can't even fathom how insane it's got for these women. Okay, these girls, if they're beautiful, if they're pretty, are treated almost like they're celebrities online, with thousands of simps flooding their comments, flooding their messages, and flooding their egos every damn day. And frankly, it's almost kind of disgusting, really, right? It's warping how these women see men. And I get it, guys. You start resenting women for it. But in reality, you're just playing the wrong game on the wrong terms. This is just the reality of the world today. When you verbalize approval on that woman too soon, when you hand out compliments like it's candy on Halloween, you reveal to her that she's already gotten you. And once a woman feels like she's won you over, her desire shuts off, okay? You can be tall, dark, handsome, rich, the full package. But if you compliment her the way that society has taught you how, the way that your parents have taught you how, you will be dead in the water. It will be game over with her. Every time you compliment a woman, you are subconsciously telling her, you are above me. And that's why beautiful women lose interest after receiving praise, because now she feels like the celebrity and you are the fanboy. Let's be real. Women don't sleep with their fans. They only chase after men that they see as equals or above themselves. Fortunately, every wall has its weakness. Every system has an exploit. There's a different kind of compliment, one that she never hears. A different kind of compliment that flips her brain from, I've already won him over, I don't need to bother with him anymore, to I need to chase him, I need to earn him. A different kind of compliment that makes her feel special, that makes her feel unique, and it makes her chase after your validation. It is called the qualify compliment. And once you understand precisely how this works, you're never going to see women in the same way again, because you'll finally understand why they chase some men like wild, rabid animals while ignoring everyone else. By the way, I want to read something to you real quick. A guy messaged me this the other day and he said, "Hey, Jesse, went on a date with this tall blonde. She does some modeling, and I used what I've been learning from you." He goes on to the next part. "By the way, I was whispering into her ear, future pacing all the naughty things I do to her, and she was practically begging me to kiss her." All right, guys, that is the power of this stuff. And look, if you're tired of missing out on chances, if you're tired of watching from the sidelines and you know that you've got more inside of you, you know that you deserve to be dating better girls, click on the link in the description below and you can work with me for the next 12 weeks. I'll work intensively with you one-on-one to show you how to have conversations that convert, how to have conversations that convert into fun dates, even with these younger, beautiful women that every other guy wants. All right, so let's go through exactly how this is going to sound. Here's how you're going to use a qualified compliment in a conversation. So imagine you're talking to a beautiful woman. The conversation is just flowing, and you notice something deeper about her. Maybe you notice that she's articulate, she's sharp, she's actually well-spoken. Well, now you're going to qualify her on that. So you might look at her and tell her, "You know, Sarah, the more I talk to you, the more I realize that you're actually really well spoken. And that's actually pretty rare for a woman your age. Most 23-year-olds sound like they kind of just live on TikTok. So yeah, you win a point in my book for that." Do you see the shift right there? You're not giving her cheap validation now. Now, when you deliver that kind of compliment, something very different is happening inside of her mind. It doesn't land like some tired, cheap, recycled, generic, "you're so pretty" compliment anymore. It cuts so much deeper than that. Because when you qualify her on something real, give her a compliment on something deeper, a deeper characteristic, a deeper personality trait, something that you actually noticed about her, now that compliment feels genuine to her. It feels earned. Not handed out like a participation trophy just for being pretty. You see, what's so damn effective about a qualified compliment is it doesn't sound like you're just trying to kiss her ass anymore. It doesn't sound like you are begging for her attention anymore. No, it sounds like a man making a judgment call about her. You sound like a man who has standards, like you won't just approve anybody. Because now it's not just random flattery, it is something she had to earn. You're essentially telling her, "You know, girl, you actually surprised me. I thought you were just another pretty face, but you've actually got depth. I like that." And when you say that kind of compliment to her, watch her smile light up like a Christmas tree. So I'll give you another example. Imagine you're talking to a beautiful woman, and in the course of a conversation, you realize she's actually got a good energy. She's actually got a good energy. So you want to tell her that, qualify her on that. You might tell her, "You know what, Sarah? You know what I'm realizing?" She's like, "What? What is that?" "You know, you've got this really fantastic energy. And that's pretty rare. It's not like a lot of other girls. All right, that's it. It's decided. I'm adopting you." And when you are genuinely impressed by her on something, when you are giving her a genuine compliment about a deeper personality trait that she had to earn, she will feel that authenticity hit her nervous system like a bomb. Because you're not the fanboy anymore. No, now you are the selector. You're up here, she's a little bit below, and you are selecting her. You are the man at the top of the mountain, choosing who gets to go through that gate. And when you give a woman a genuine, qualified compliment like that, now she's thinking inside her mind, "Aha, I've earned that. I had to work for that from this guy." And now you have flipped the script on her. Now she's working to try to impress you. Because it's not cheap validation anymore, guys. It's a reward you are giving her. And in a beautiful woman's world, that is extremely rare. Just think about it, guys. In a beautiful woman's world especially, everywhere she goes, she is drowning in cheap attention. For every one confident man she meets, there are 1,000 simps throwing compliments at her like it's confetti. She is living in this all-you-can-eat buffet of validation. But you're different now. You are like the 5-star restaurant with a line out the door that she has to wait to get inside. And listen, guys, if you want me to go even deeper on getting a beautiful woman chasing after your validation, chasing after you, simply comment the word magnet down in the comments below, and I'll make a full breakdown video showing you exactly how to make your approval absolutely addictive to her. So let's break this down side by side, shall we? You got the cheap flattery guy on the one hand. He's throwing out the same tired, recycled lines as every other dude out there. And when I mean every other dude, literally, I mean every other dude out there. You're so beautiful. Wow, you're stunning. Oh, I love your smile. Thing is, he's not complimenting her so much as he's trying to buy her attention. And she can feel that, okay? She can feel that it's needy. She can feel it's predictable, forgettable, and most of all, it feels transactional to her. In the woman's mind, those compliments almost start to sound like currency, like money you're trying to use with her, almost like a form of payment. On a deeper level, she starts to associate those compliments with sex work energy almost. Cheap, bought, sold. Now compare that, on the other hand, to you. The man who's going to start using the qualified compliment instead. The man who filters women instead of throwing himself down at her feet and worshiping her. Or you might tell her, you know, Sarah, I just love how adventurous and open-minded you are. You are like a very spontaneous girl. Most girls, they just play it way too safe, in my opinion. I like that you're so different. You win a point in my book. And that's exactly how you melt her down. That's how you stand out from every other guy out there. Because suddenly she's thinking to herself, wow, this guy right here, this guy actually gets me. This guy isn't trying to buy me over with cheap praise. He respects me for who I am deep down. And beautiful women in particular just love that dynamic. It's the same reason an employee loves getting praise from the boss, because the approval is coming from above them. And that's what high status energy feels like, where you're not chasing her. No, you are the one with standards, and you are the one doing the choosing. And making that one small, tiny little shift alone will change everything for you. One of my coaching clients, this guy in his mid-40s, real nice guy, very polite, very respectful, but he used to lead with these compliments, making him essentially invisible. So I told him, look, dude, you got to stop complimenting her looks so much and start rewarding her behavior instead. So the next date he was on, he held himself back. He restrained himself. Okay, I have to give him credit for that. And he said to her, you know what? You are actually really sharp. Most girls I meet can't hold a real conversation. And he told me that that girl just jumped out of her seat. She loved that compliment so much. And that's the power of qualifying a girl's deeper personality traits or characteristics instead of complimenting her superficial looks, where each qualifying compliment becomes this dopamine rush that hits her brain because she had to work for it. She had to earn it, and she had to win it from you. And that is precisely how you separate yourself from every other guy out there. That is how you stand out as a man with standards, a man that she has to chase for his approval. And when you do that, even if you're way older than her, or you're a short guy, or you're an average looking guy, it will not matter. Because now she's hooked on that feeling. She's hooked on chasing those dopamine hits that she can only get from you. And that is when you win over the girl. And if you're in your 40s or 50s or even 60s and you're just tired of feeling invisible around women, you're tired of watching all these opportunities just slip through your fingers, it is time to stop winging it. Because listen, you know this, you're not getting any younger. And the truth is the game has changed, and it's changed in some big ways. In my coaching program, I show you how to have what I call conversion conversations, where you learn how to build that raw, crackling, sexual chemistry that pulls a woman in fast and turns a short conversation into a fun first date with her. Conversation filters allow you to completely bypass her typical logical filters, the very same logical filters that block every other guy and allow you to connect straight to her emotional core. Conversion conversations even work great if you're older than her, or you're an average looking guy, or you've been striking out for years. I've had guys come into the program getting 0 results. We're talking 0 results, and start landing new dates every single week. And I don't take anyone on unless I know that I can at least 10x results you're getting. And this isn't some cheesy pickup lines from 20 years ago. This is not manipulation. This is pure psychological precision, hitting very specific emotional triggers like sexual tension, sexual comfort, sexual value, and sexual framing that make attraction literally automatic in her. So listen, I put a link in the description below just for you. Follow that link and it's going to take you to a short video you can watch where I break down exactly how the coaching program works. And you can fill out a quick application to apply to work with me directly. And listen, this is simply the fastest, quickest, most efficient way to start dating the women that you actually want. Not the women you can maybe get, not the women you settle for, but the woman you want. Now, since you've enjoyed this video so much, you gotta watch this one next. This is how to twist that mundane, boring conversation a woman gives you into pure sexual fire. This is a conversation hack that makes younger women break all their own rules in a conversation and convert that conversation into a fun date where it almost feels like cheating. So go watch that video right now, gentlemen.